Okay, so this is one of those moments where the thought is coming in pretty quickly, and I want to try and capture it before it fades away and I have to relearn it, because I think there's some really important information coming through in the moment right now. And I was talking with my girlfriend on the phone, and she really helped set this into motion and pull a couple of different sort of thought streams together in order to sort of reach the idea or the concept that is coming through. So the other night I had this sleepless, sort of restless night, and I was really inspired. I felt awoken by this really energetic stream of thought around this upcoming artisan fair that the neighbor's having on the long weekend, and I felt that I had an offering. I felt I had an offering of giving foot massages to share. And this idea really sparked in me, and it was a really, really powerful and energetic state, I guess, that I was in. And I couldn't sleep, and I was really motivated. I did some research, and even trying to go back to sleep later on, I just kind of kept circling in my mind and felt really, really good and really highly charged, to say the least. Okay, so it was a really highly charged idea, a really highly charged intuition that had come in. So the next day, needless to say, I was a little lacking in sleep and feeling a little bit frazzled, but excited about this possibility. And it's been another night now, and so I'm kind of in this state, like, is this is it a real intuition? Is it a real idea that I should then put into action? Or is it something else? And I think what I'm learning right now is that it's something else, is that those highly charged ideas, those highly charged things that keep you awake in the middle of the night are actually some sort of premonition. And it is sort of the old paradigm thought that it feels like it's something that we need to take action on. And in this case, it was sort of like something that I could earn a little bit of money from and maybe make some connections with, and practice being an energy worker and offer that into my community. So there was lots of positive aspects certainly flowing through the idea, but the more the bigger takeaway is that when I look at it from this new perspective, from this new when I look at it from this new paradigm, from a new paradigm thought, it's just that, it's a premonition. And in this case, because it was about giving foot massages, this is what Kaylee suggested, that it was sort of my body, or my consciousness, my subconsciousness telling me about being grounded, and how foot massages is very representational of being grounded and being really rooted in where I am in the moment. And this again has been another sort of stream of consciousness that has been showing up in other ways, and so it makes sense that would be the significance of it. And it's not something that I need to take action on, because it in itself was the action, and if there is action that needs to be taken, it is in what happens in the waking hours that next day, and that it's representative and protective of the things that are coming to me. So the premonition in itself is that I was feeling fearful about currents and swimming in the river, which we did the next day, and that this is really quite a deep-seated fear for me that's rooted possibly in and very likely rooted in past life experiences. When I look at the fear that I have around this idea of currents and moving water and rapid waters and flash flooding, that kind of thing, it has been like a reoccurring theme in my life, to the point where, like, I was scared as a child when the bathtub would drain, I was scared of the water going down the drain and where it was going. And so I can think back, and there's so many instances where this fear has been affirmed, and that makes it much more strongly believed in my mind. And so as my life has gone on, I've found more reasons to like find confirmation of this fear in my life, right? So the premonition part of being grounded with the foot massages was me experiencing confidence and allowing this fear of fast moving waters to be something that I am processing and moving through and letting go of. I hope that makes sense. Like no longer is it something that I need to allow in, but that I'm moving through it and I'm understanding it and releasing it. So I think about other times where I've had this highly charged premonition, is what I'm calling them, and often it can be around color or an item of clothing, something that I become mildly might not be the right word, become like obsessed and super enthusiastic about for a short period of time, and then I take action on it, but then there is little satisfaction in that action. So that was telling me that it wasn't the right action to be taking. So now that I have this piece of knowledge about this premonition, I can use that moving forward in this new paradigm of thought. And I think that it is going to be a very powerful tool that is been given to me today. So I hope some of that makes sense. And I hope that I can look back at this video and make sense of what I've just said. But I'm going to repeat it one more time, just to sort of put it all together. But there is these highly charged premonitions, these chunks of energy, thought, consciousness that come into us often when we're sleeping, and well, not necessarily often when we're sleeping, now that I think back, but they're very recognizable because of the energy that they have and the way that they make you feel. And the old thought paradigm around them is that there's something that you need to take action on, and it feels like it's something that needs to be taken action on because that's how it comes in. It comes in as like an idea that is super motivating and super enthusiastic, and you want to move towards it. But if we think of it as the thing that we're moving towards, it being a premonition for what is coming next, then we can use that chunk of information, that energy, to recognize that it is our subconscious or our conscious leading up to the next event. And whatever that event might be, it will be linked to this highly charged premonition, and it will guide us in the action that actually needs to be taken, whether it's consciously or maybe it's some sort of shadow work, some sort of growth and healing. I'm a little bit hesitant to use, actually, because I don't think any of us necessarily need to heal. It's sort of just this acceptance of how we are and a rethinking of how we look at a situation. So we're moving, in my case, out of this fearful state that has come through me through lifetimes and into a state of acceptance and a place of grounding and stability, and I'm finding balance around that situation so that there's comfort and pleasure given to me at the in the moment of that next event. So that is the new paradigm thought that is being gifted to me in this moment. Thank you for listening. Love you. Bye.